Hi students, this is your teacher, Kate. I wanted to talk to you about the vocabulary from the education packet. So the vocabulary that we're looking at here is from the Level 4 education packet. All right, so let's review the vocabulary. So here it says, complete the chart to better understand the meaning and use of each word. Use learnersdictionary.com or your own paper English dictionary for definitions. All right, so we're given an example here. Attendance. Attendance is a noun. So when it asks for part of speech, it's asking whether this is a noun, a verb, an adjective, etc. So you have to figure out what type of part of speech this vocabulary word is. All right, this is optional. It says translate in your language. I'm not sure what language this is, but this is the translation for attendance. Here, your job is to give a short definition and a sentence using the word. So, definition here, the number of people present at an event or meeting. So present is that key word here. Attendance is the number of people present. So this might be at school or a meeting. The example sentence is attendance was high in the popular night class. All right, so let's do another example. Let's look at the word mandatory. Okay, here we write the word define and then our word mandatory, and then we press enter. Here it tells us our definition. So mandatory, it's an adjective. It means required by law or rules, compulsory. It even gives us an example sentence here. Wearing helmets was made mandatory for cyclists. Here, similar words, obligatory, compulsory, binding, required, and inescapable. So let's go back to our worksheet. All right, so as we just saw, mandatory means this is the definition, required by laws or rules. It's compulsory. So here I'm just going to write some synonyms, which means words that sound similar or have a similar meaning. So words that have a similar meaning to our vocabulary word. So mandatory kind of also means required. Mandatory kind of also means compulsory. All right, so let's make our sentence for mandatory. For example, it's mandatory to wear a seatbelt. In a car. So I'll underline our word mandatory here. So it's mandatory to wear a seatbelt in a car. Mandatory means it's the law, it's the rules, you have to do it, right? So now let's go back to part of speech. Mandatory. Do we think it's a noun, a verb, an adjective, or something else? What do we think? All right, so mandatory is an adjective. Adjective. So think about it this way. We said in our example sentence, it is mandatory. When we say things like it is blank, this is usually going to be an adjective. For example, it is quiet. Quiet is our adjective. It is cold. Cold is our adjective. So when we say it is, this next word is going to be an adjective. Okay, I'm going to let you guys continue writing what part of speech each vocabulary word is, and also a short definition and a sentence using the word. Good luck!